Well, hello folks, and welcome back to The Slice. The question on today's episode is, will Roger Federer retire in 2020? And I'm going to give you the answer to that because old Rog called me on the phone last night and said he is going to retire after the...
Welcome to The Slice.
Welcome to The Slice.
Welcome to The Slice.
Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. If we have not met, my name's Stephen Boughton, and this is The Slice Tennis News, the fastest growing, most upcoming, most entertaining tennis coverage network on the planet. So subscribe down below to be a part of it, and stay tuned to the end of this video to see how you can be involved in the coverage. So obviously Federer didn't call me on the phone last night, but what I have been thinking about, at the end of last year and the beginning of this year is making a video talking about the question of will Roger Federer retire in 2020? Because, it's a big round number. Everyone likes a round number. And Roger is no youngster on the tour anymore. So he's 38 right now, turning 39 halfway through this season. And is he going to retire this year? Because, to be honest, people have been speculating. Fans, haters, critics have been speculating on Federer's retirement for such a long time now. It's 2020, and an article, even, last year, people started to, which is classic form, people started to speculate if Federer should retire, even though he had a pretty good 2019, even though some people, Federer fans included, say he didn't. He started the year, okay result in Australia, went and was the best player in the Sunshine Double, making the final of Miami, winning Rome, then played clay after not playing it for the 2 seasons prior, almost beating Dominic Thiem in Madrid and making it to the semifinals of Roland Garros, beating Stan Wawrinka, beating some great clay court players. Then goes on to Wimbledon, makes it to the final, beats Nadal in the semifinal, has 2 match points against the number 1 player in the world, Novak Djokovic, so basically wins Wimbledon, ends up losing. And then people, right after he loses Wimbledon, they're like, oh yeah, I think Federer is done, he should retire. That doesn't make any sense because the level he was just at would not make sense for him to retire after that. Because there's only a couple things that I think will cause Federer to retire in 2020, or in general, really. We're going to get to those in a second. But for a long time now, people have been calling, when is Federer going to retire? When is he going to be done? Oh, he looks like he's lagging. In 2012, an article came out from Zachary Arthur from Bleacher Report, of all places. And in it said, Roger Federer is struggling to keep up. This was written, literally came out when Roger Federer was ranked number 1 in the world and had just won Wimbledon, beating Djokovic in the semifinals and Murray in the finals, who both of those players were in their complete prime, and Federer was kind of on the way out. So articles have been said he's losing his edge. He's struggling to keep up. That's what they've been saying. That was 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. That was kind of like the dark ages in there. Even though he had a great 2015, made some finals, people had been talking a lot more in there. And then when he got injured in 2016, people definitely started to bring it up. But then he came back like the Phantom of the Opera and attacked in 2017. Beats Nadal in the final of the Australian Open, wins Wimbledon. Comes back the next year, wins the Australian Open again. And people are like, I'm like, where's everyone talking about retirement now? He's 36, 37 and winning Grand Slams again. And now that he's slowed down, hasn't won a Grand Slam in over a year, people are talking about it again. But you can't really blame people because he's 38 years old, and players shouldn't play till 38, apparently. But Roger Federer is. And what I think is going to happen is so far right now he's already said himself, he's planned to play all the way through 2020, all 4 Grand Slams, including the French, including the clay swing, the Olympics, and the Laver Cup. Things could change, though. Things could go south. Federer will retire if, his family won't allow it, if his wife, if his kids, there's crazy stuff that's happening there. If it doesn't work for them to travel together, I think he'll retire. But I can't see why that would happen because I think he's got a couple dollars to spend on, some private jets flying him around. He'll also probably retire this year if his body fails him. If he has another injury like he did in 2017 with his knee, where it's not a quick fix, it requires some type of extended leave, I could see him hanging up the boots because you could say he's had a little bit of a good career. I don't think he's left anything on the table, and I think he'd feel great walking away from the game. Obviously, he'd like to do it on his terms, not injury. The third thing is he'd probably retire if he couldn't compete anymore, which to me is basically tied to his body. Because when he's healthy, as we've seen as late as the World Tour Finals, he can absolutely smash anyone on tour when he's feeling good, when he's playing his best, and when his body's healthy. So those are the three factors that are really in play when it comes to his retirement. But he's already said himself in a Forbes article, he said he has no plans to retire in 2020, and we'll see what happens in 2021. But he also said his main thing is family's got to be happy, because he said happy wife, happy life. Like, come on, what a great guy. How can you not like this guy? Djokovic fans, Nadal fans, I know you guys are salty that I'm making a video about Federer right now, but how can you not like him? He's such a great guy. 4 kids, he's got Merca, family's number one, and then it's health of the body, and then competition. But I think basically his competitiveness is tied directly to his health and his fitness. So I don't think he's going to retire in 2020. I think, he might tweak his back a couple times there. He might not have the results he wants. He might not win a Grand Slam, but I don't think he will retire. Maybe 2021's the year, but that's my prediction. If he were to retire, it'd be because of one of these 3 factors, which he stated, and I basically stole from him. Or did I read the article? Or did I just think of it? Or did he actually call me? That's for you to never know. So you can let your comments be known down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think Federer is going to retire. Should he have retired back in 2012 or 2013? Like I know some of you said that he should. Let me know. And as always, thank you for tuning in. And this has been The Slice with Stephen Boughton. Now, that was the video. Here's a little clip from the Front Row Show, which you can access via supporting The Slice financially on Patreon. You can call into the show. You can get your questions answered. You'll get the first look when I travel to tournaments on the ground of the ATP. So check this out.
I think he'll be out before the 3rd round.
Oh, that is what I like to call a hot take there, Beckett. Out before the 3rd round. That's a successful year, I think. So I don't agree with you quite on if he only had a couple bad moments, but I do agree he could not show up. I think it's all about his body at this point.